All right, guys. Well, we got the cows in the orchard here, so they got some big old stalks of grass to chew on. And you know, one thing we learned this year was get the cows out there early this year. We've held them back over the years past to try to conserve grass, and we always thought that the taller the grass, you know, the better we would be. But to tell you the truth, it's not the case, because the cows, they like fresh grass. They like fresh, young grass. So if you let the grass get too tall, they don't like it. So you're kind of wasting your time. So what we decided to do this year was send the group out, sort of eat everything down a bit, and then move them pasture to pasture. So now we're giving that side a rest. We're gonna let them eat this here. And then our pastures in the back, they were eating the last couple days. So now we're gonna let those rest. They're gonna eat this down, and then we're gonna move them back over to that side, pasture to pasture to pasture. So, you know, for us, pasture management is like, it's everything. And, you know, we have a big herd. We're going to be condensing the herd down a bit. But what we have to do is manage our grass as best as possible. And I was talking to a farmer today, and it was interesting because, you know, the growing season in New York is so brutal. It's bad. It's just a bad growing season. There's not a lot of grass. It's a 3-month, I shouldn't say 3-month, but pretty much this year it's June, July, August, and maybe September. So you're like a 4-month growing season this year. And that's just brutal. And, you know, you got to try to get these animals as much energy as possible in that 4 months. And, you know, you got to rely on the grasses to do it. So we're trying to do our best and manage this pasture the best that we can. And keep them eating, keep them grazing, keep them moving. And then we also have to give the pasture a rest. So, you know, when you're thinking of raising cows in upstate New York, I will tell you what, I'm learning this. I think a smaller herd is a better herd, where you have a better chance for a better herd with a smaller herd, because, you know, they'll be able to take advantage of all the grass that you have. So, you know, if you can keep a smaller herd on multiple farms, so you can still have a big herd, but split the herd up. So let's say you had 50 cows here, 50 cows on another pasture, 50 cows on another. You could have 150, but putting 150 on one piece of ground is probably not the best idea. So, you know, this way the ground has a chance to recoup and regenerate, and we can get things going the way we should. But this guy's got a little bit of mites going here, so we got to help him out. This is a little squirt right there, little calf from this year. And this is a steer right here that we have to finish off. So he's pretty much of size to where we could try to add maybe another 100+ pounds on him, fatten him up, and then he'd be butcher ready. So we're just, you know, we're surveying. You know, that's what we're always doing here at Freedom Farms, thinking about, okay, how do we get the best performance out of the animals? We've done it with the pigs so far. We reduced our pig crop down by 30 pigs in the last week. Nope, the last month, not the last week. So that's gonna help us there. And then we're gonna start working with some good partners on the pig side too. So, you know, when we first started the farm, the goal was to do everything ourselves. And we realized that that is a very ambitious and a beautiful goal until it isn't. And you realize that there's some great farmers in upstate New York. I was on Fox last week and 2 weeks ago, Fox News. And I said, we got some great farmers up here in upstate New York. We should probably work with them and keep working with them. And everybody works together, and we bring some delicious product and great product all over the country, you know, from this region. And we get to stimulate the rural economy. We get to stimulate the economy in general. And we get to do some amazing things here. And that's what we're looking to do. All right, guys, so you can see these tanks are a little bit of a pain in the neck, only because we have to manually fill them. You know, we have ponds. You can see that pond over there, which makes it a lot easier for us when we're able to use the ponds for filling, because we don't have to fill it. They fill themselves. But I'm basically out here with my hose, and I have to fill all these tanks and just make sure that they always have water. So that's my role right now. I have water. I'm on water duty. I'm the water boy, but it's okay. I'll take it. We also started to build this little box here for gardening, but it's not working out that well. It's working out better for the cows as a scratch and itcher. So they're enjoying that, but it's always fun to come out and just watch these cows graze down, and they quickly, their bodies quickly change once they get on fresh grass. So I think you could have great hay, but there's nothing better than sort of nature's food for these boys and girls. And we're gonna see them filling real nice here in the coming weeks. And we've had some great rain. It's been cold, like 47 degrees, but today it's a warm day. So we got a lot of rain. We got warm temperatures that came in. So now we're hoping that the ground and the grass really sprout. And we have some good, we had some good sun earlier. So this is what you think about with these farms. You think about rain, you think about temperature and heat, you think about pasture management, grass. I mean, this is like our this is our life. This is what we think about. So it's very therapeutic in a lot of ways, but you got to stay on top of things, and if you don't, you fall behind, and it's something. So I give part-time farmers a lot of credit. I give all farmers a lot of credit because there's so much that goes into it. Logistics, again, landscaping management, ground management. I mean, you just have to stay on top of all this stuff, and it's rewarding. So that's why we continue to do it. So, but this guy I got to get some treatment on. You can see he's kind of needing a little bit of love, 𝐲𝐫𝐿. So we're gonna take care of them. And yeah, I've seen a lot of other videos from farmers on YouTube, and they seem to be having a little bit of an issue with the mites too. I don't know if it's a regional thing or what, but we got to get on it, and that's it. The other thing that's cool too is, like, you could see some of these cows, their coats are starting to get slick already. Like that little calf, let me zoom in, you can see he's furry, but then he's starting to get slick on the front. So these animals are starting to ditch their winter coat, and I bet you they're confused because they don't know what to do. Is it going to be warm? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be, what's the temperature going to be? So you can see the thick coat, and then where it's starting to get a little bit more slick. Thick coat and a little bit more slick. So we're just, again, always trying to manage these things and look at everything. But this is a nice looking cow right here, nice young one, and we're gonna have to put some size on her this summer and get it going. But guys, I always come on here just for a couple of reasons. One, I want to show you what we're doing. Two, I always want to have a good story to tell. And three, if somebody else is watching this, I want to inspire you to take an action and do something. You could have 10 acres, you could have 5 acres, you could have 2 acres, but do something. Turn agricultural ground into agricultural ground, or turn non-agricultural ground into agricultural ground. Get some goats, get some sheep, get something, and provide for your family if you can. And if you can't, that's okay too. Find a local farm, local farmer, and support them. I mean, we would love you to support us, and I know a lot of you guys already do, which is awesome. That's why we're also working with a bunch of farmers in the region, because we know people want to support local, and a lot of farmers want to just focus on raising their animals, which is beautiful. And for us, we're doing a lot of the distribution, like the teams inside packing boxes. They've been packing since 8:30 this morning, getting orders out and ready to ship and send all over this great country. So together, I think we're working together, right? Farmers are working together, which is good, and then people are working together with the farmers in order to keep the rural economy strong and keep farmers farming. So it's pretty cool. And I always say this, like, our customers allow us to do this. Our customers allow us to hire great people. Our customers allow the farm to grow. And that's what Lauren and I do. We throw everything back into the farm, and then, we just try to keep pushing it to its next place and its next level. But we can't do that without great customers. And, our customers are amazing, and they're really special people because they allow us to do that. Look at this little cutie right here. There he is, little handsome. So, you know, it's a really great thing. So we're really happy that we get to do it, and we're happy that I'm happy I get to come out here and share our stories with you, and just keep this thing going, right? Freedom Farms, we're trying to keep it going, keep it growing, and make meat great again. So if you guys are in our area, let us know, stop by. Love to give you a little tour of the farm, love to meet you guys, and we'd love to you know, get you eating off the land and, you know, farm raised meats, which is super cool. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, I gotta go inside. I have to do my other job, but that's all part of it. So again, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great life. I hope you have a great appreciation. We had Memorial Day. Great appreciation for the freedom we have in America. Great appreciation for our amazing military, veterans, police, fire, EMS, and all those people that work hard to make America great. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody. If you want meat, wearefreedomfarms.com. Look at this mama. She is looking like she is ready to blow. Look at that. Wow. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. So give us a like, give us a thumbs up, put your comments down below, and we'll be seeing you real soon. And I'll have something fresh for you coming on the next episode. See ya.